Qs real quick. Danger zone. Alright. Cool. Hold on here. I don't know why this thing's acting so buggy. There we go. There we go. Everybody get? Cool. So yeah, same thing with SPY over here. Not seeing too many gappers today. This PBYI might hold if you get like over 25. That's a big what if. The one thing I'd say is like in this market right now, we're not necessarily getting anything that holds if the daily chart's not that nice. So, you know, this might even be a candidate to roll over back red. Same thing with this FGen. Like, see how like you kind of gap it up into resistance? These type of moves usually will fade them off, you know, if we start to see the action on them that way, because you're not going to get a good hold on this market. Otherwise, we're going to keep it real simple, right? This TVIX is gapping down. We'll watch this thing. I'm expecting a couple shake and bakes today. Remember the longer-term breakouts right at 60, right? You got that gap down. We'll watch this on like a 1-minute chart at the open just to see if it's starting to reverse like we're starting to see, right? Like that kind of reversal signal on this thing. It may not. It could fade off all damn day. We don't really necessarily know. But the trend is higher on this thing. So keep an eye on it. I do expect a little bit of a double Lutzy at the open. TQQQ, right? Same type of deal. Like you got this kind of gap up on this thing. Watch this thing, right? One day doesn't make anything, right? One day doesn't make a pattern. This thing may just get dusted right back off. I think the ones to watch too are these oils. Man, you're getting some crazy action in SCO, DWT. The last couple days, DWT's got a little bit more leverage to it. Both of these are flag patterns over here. You can see pre-market, this little sucker gapped up. Dude, that thing is Shredzilla. MRN. Yeah, I guess this is like your daily low float juice. You got room about $5. You could definitely keep it on your watch list if you are so inclined to let this thing roll like that. Sick. Dude, I had frigging 22,000 shares of this thing on this flag pattern yesterday, and I sold it. I sold it to go to sleep, and then I had it yesterday before I went to bed. I sold it to go to fucking sleep. Can you believe that thing? 30 cents shred. What a little hope for show. The cryptos are heating up again. We're trading pretty aggressively in the chat room with some size on these things. We'll see if we get a short squeeze on it for a couple days. Watch ETC, EOS, BNB, and I'd go with NEO too, especially for some of you guys that need like a little bit more, what's it called, range on some of your stocks. You know, a lot of times when crypto squeeze, you can get some really good juice on it. I got like 100 and something thousand shares of this ONT. MRN, yeah, keep it going. Good. What else? I'd probably stay away from UNG today. OSTK. This is nice, right? So you had 21% down yesterday. That's the SAR is going to be on, but it was pretty clean. I'd watch for any big spikes on this thing, right? Like, you know, maybe watch like if you can get into like 1450, 50, then start looking at a rollover, and we'll, you know, get what's going down on these things. Man, who's got the... Oh, Rowan, how you doing, brother? MU, Oracle, Dry. Yep, those all have earnings. The one thing with Dry, you know, I was talking to somebody about this earlier, was that This dry just, the daily chart's a little bit rough on it. It is kind of reclaiming or remounting this 200 SMA, so that's good. But, you know, otherwise you'll have to be super careful with it, because when you gap into resistance like that, it becomes a lot harder to kind of get going. Hold on here. Make a couple trades. Yeah, UNG, you might get a little bit of a bounce here, but the trend is broken on this. That one's going to be a little bit more tricky. You know, you got to be careful with that thing. I'm 50-50 on that one. TRY, I think it's going to be a dud today, too. You know, that when something's in a downtrend like this and then you're trying to, like, gap this thing up, it's just so damn hard. TJ, what's going on? Let's see what shop. TJ, you going to trade the shop today or what? So shop got to upgrade today, so you're getting a little bit of a gap up on this thing. This is another one, like if he gets jammed up into like 138, 140, you probably roll this thing back over. Yeah, there's not that many clean plays today. The Zuo would work. Good eye, Dennis, by the way. That's, yeah, I may steal that myself. Look, I'm just sticking in with the ETFs. If the market's gapping down, market starts to reverse, I'll hit this TZA or TVIX. And then, you know, if we need longs, I'll go TQQ Life. And then just keep a couple of the basic, you know, high volume, high range plays like NVIDIA, Labu, Goose. And then I got DWT, nothing else. Keep it just real tight today because there's no good gappers anyways, right? So there's no point of us stretching ourselves too thick. The other thing to remember is like most stocks are going to have similar patterns to it, right? So, you know, if you like to trade BA, then trade BA, right? If you like to trade NVIDIA, trade NVIDIA. But they're all going to move like similar in unison. They'll have like the same kind of ranges and stuff like that. So just kind of be mindful of that. There's just not anything that hot today. And with the Fed coming up, you're not going to get necessarily the big juju out of it. But there'll be still enough action. Every day we think that, right? And then the market ends up tanking or doing something. It's all out there. Yeah, keep it on the list. All right, man, let's go do what we got to do. You know what the deal is. Hey, sorry about the webinar ending yesterday. Right at that sweet spot at the end, but we did get through the 7 sins. It just happened to be my neck cut out by the middle. Then it came back on and it cut back out. Who knows what was going down? OBS takes up a lot of juice, it seems. Let's go do what we do.